Hi everyone, so this week I wanted to share with you some tips and advice and a little bit of a tutorial on how to do calligraphy or hand lettering in your bullet journal, because one of the biggest requests I had after my bullet journal video was how to do the lettering and how to do it in an easy way. So in my bullet journal, I'll just show you. This kind of is the style I use, and in my last video I got so many requests asking how to do this calligraphy. So what I've done to make things easier is I have made some practice sheets for you. Now, a couple of these sheets will be available for you completely free to download, and the full set will be available to buy in my Etsy shop for £5. So you're still getting a couple of free practice sheets if you don't want to buy the full set. But if you do, this is available, and I've made this specifically for use with a bullet journal. So it's all of the basics that you need to be able to incorporate a little bit of pretty hand lettering into your bullet journal. So the first thing I want to do is talk you through the sheets and what's included. I then want to explain the different pens that you can use with these sheets and why it's been designed to be used with these pens. You can also use these sheets with the iPad Pro and Apple Pencil, so I want to show you how to do that. And then what I want to do is I want to actually demonstrate using these sheets, how they work, some little tips, and then how you can use them in your bullet journal. So without further ado, I'm just going to get straight into the video. So this pack is a digital download, and obviously you have the cover which just says Bullet Journal Calligraphy Basics. This is specifically aimed at bullet journals. This isn't just an everyday kind of lettering workbook. This is specifically for your bullet journal, so please bear that in mind. You've then just got a table of contents which kind of goes through everything that is covered in this booklet. So you have the instructions, drills, alphabet, days of the week, months, January to June, July to December, useful headers for your journal, and then a blank practice page. So the sheets that you get free are the drills and the days of the week, because I think these are the two kind of, this is definitely one of the most important ones if you've never done lettering before, and the days of the week is probably the one that people will want to use most. So I thought I'd give those two away for free, and if you want the rest of it, it's available for £5 in my Etsy shop. The next page is just the instructions page. So you have some general advice, and then you have a little bit of a snippet about each of the sections, how to use them. You've got a little bit at the bottom here about how to use it with the iPad Pro and Apple Pencil. So there's just a few more tips on there. Then we have the drills page, and this is one of the most important pages and the most important things that you can practice when you're first starting out with your lettering, because mastering these strokes will allow you to do the letters. These are the building blocks and the foundations of lettering, and practicing these over and over again will make your lettering improve so much faster. We then have the alphabet, and within this set I've only included the lowercase alphabet because it is the easiest and it's the quickest to learn. And if you're anything like me, you want to just be able to do this straight away. You don't want to have to spend hours and hours and hours practicing. So this for me is a really quick win. Just focusing on the lowercase alphabet is so much easier and so much quicker to learn. So you've just got this guide here, and then you just trace over these and practice them. And the beauty about these sheets is that you can print these and photocopy these as many times as you want. So you're not restricted. You can just keep practicing over and over again with these. So those few pages are just your lowercase alphabet. This is another one of the free sheets. So this is your days of the week. And again, the beauty about this is you can shorten this. So you can just take the day off of the end. So you can just do Mon, Tues, Wens, like that. You don't have to do the full word, which again, if you are really new to this but you just are desperate to get some calligraphy into your bullet journal, this is such a quick and easy way. And if you just practice these, just even a little bit of practice, you will be amazed at how quickly you can do these and incorporate them into your journal. So then we have the months of the year. You've got the first 6 months of the year on this page, and then the second 6 months of the year on the following page. And then this is the last page, and this is headers. And these, I've looked through my bullet journal, and I've looked through lots of different bullet journals online to try and find some of the key collections and headers that people are using within their journal. And after doing a lot of research, these are the ones that showed up the most. And I just thought this would be really useful, and is so specific to your bullet journal. And again, a really simple way that you can incorporate this lettering into your journal. And the final page is just a blank template. This is a practice sheet, so once you're feeling a little bit more confident and you want to have a go without tracing, you can just photocopy this as many times as you need, and you can just practice to your heart's content on these guidelines before you transfer it into your bullet journal. So this workbook has been designed specifically to be used with this pen. This is the Tombow Fudenosuke brush pen, and this is what it looks like. And the reason why I've chosen this pen is because when you are writing in your bullet journal, you're working with a smaller amount of space on the paper, and if you use one of the big traditional brush pens, the lettering is too large. It takes up way too much room, whereas with this, with the smaller tip, you can see the size of the tip. It allows you to get much smaller lettering, and that is why I have chosen this pen. So this is the hard tip version, and you can also get this one, which is, I've not opened this, but this is exactly the same, but it's just green, and this is a soft tip. And these pens are really affordable. I get mine from Cult Pens, and they're about £2 or £3, and I always order one of each. Now, the only thing with these pens is, as far as I am aware, you cannot get these anywhere in any stores, like just on the high street. You have to order these online, so you're gonna have to wait a couple of days for these to arrive. And if you want to get these sheets and start straight away, I just want to do it right now, I don't want to wait for these to arrive, there is another option. Now, these are not the best things to use, so I want you to bear that in mind. I absolutely recommend you use these, but if you really can't wait to get started and you want something very affordable and very easy to get hold of, this is what I would recommend. These are Crayola Supertips. There's 24 in this pack, and these are about £3, and you can get these in Asda and other supermarkets, any kind of stationery store, Hobbycraft, WH Smiths, anything like that. But I got these in Asda, and they're on offer at the moment for £3. And these are not great. You need to bear that in mind. You are not going to get the same results. They're a bigger tip than these. But if you want to practice straight away, just practicing your lettering, you can use these with the sheets. And then once you get these pens, you've already been practicing the technique, and you're going to be able to use this straight away in your bullet journal. So I'll just quickly show you what one of these looks like. So this is what they look like, and as I say, they're very simple, very basic, and this is what the nib looks like. So you can see this is much bigger than the other one, and it is essentially a felt tip pen. Bear that in mind, this is not a brush pen. It does say on the packaging, draw thick, draw thin, so they are designed with that in mind, but you do need to bear in mind that this is not comparable at all with the Tombow. This is just kind of a put me on. If you are desperate to practice and you don't want to wait for an online order, you can go to the supermarket and you can get some of these very cheap and start practicing. And I will show you a demonstration with this as well as the Tombow in the booklet. So I think I've covered pretty much everything apart from iPad use. So what I want to do now is I want to demonstrate with these two pens how to use the workbook, and then I want to show you how to use it with the iPad, and then I think I've covered off everything. So I'm just going to demonstrate now how to actually use the sheets with the Tombow brush pen. So this is the drills page, and this is what I would recommend that you start with, and this is also one of the free pages that you can download. So you need to keep practicing this over and over, so I'd take several copies of this. And what you need to do is you need to press very lightly on the upstrokes and just go over these like so. And then on the downstrokes you need to apply pressure like this. And this is what's going to give you that definition between thick and thin, and you just need to keep practicing this over and over. This one builds it up another level, so you've got light going up, press down, going down, and then light again, and you just need to keep practicing these strokes, and this is going to really help you perfect your lettering when you start doing letters and words. Make sure you're holding your pen at a kind of 45-degree angle, because if you're trying to do it straight down like this, it's just not going to work. And you relax your hand. Don't be screwing up your hand so tight. You need to be able to move the pen. So just keep practicing these, and you will see that these are the building blocks of your lettering, and they're going to really, really help you. So I'm just going to really quickly demonstrate the Crayola Supertip pen and how you can use them and the difference between the two. This is going to be slightly bigger when you're tracing over the letters. It's not going to be the same size, because obviously the sheets aren't designed to be used with these, but you can still use them, as I've said. So you just need to very gently on the upstrokes and then pressing down, and you can see that that's a much bigger line, but you're still getting the same effect as you would with any kind of brush pen, and they're so affordable. If you really just want to get stuck in and get practicing, grab yourself some of these and just give it a go, because the technique is exactly the same. It's just the finish that is different, and you're probably not going to be able to get that small lettering in your bullet journal using these. But for everyday lettering, practicing, these are a great starting point. So once you've practiced your drills, you're going to move on to, if you're getting the free sheets only, you're going to move on to your days of the week. And this is where you need to just bear in mind everything you've been practicing with the drills and put it into practice with the words. So if we start with Monday, you just need to very slowly, and don't try and do it all in one fluid motion like you see on the Instagram videos. Stop after each stroke if you need to, and take your time. So you need to be very light on those upstrokes, and just be really mindful about it, and really take your time tracing over these, and you will see improvement very quickly. This is so simple, and it's going to allow you to really get that beautiful lettering in your bullet journal with minimal effort. You could even trace this sheet into your bullet journal if you wanted to. There are no rules. So again, with the Crayola Supertip, you're not going to get the really small lettering, but let's give it a go and see. It should still work. You just need to have a light hand with these, and you can still get that effect. It's just going to be a little bit bigger, and you're not going to have as much definition between the thin and the thick lines. But you can still use these to practice. And if you can't get the Supertips, you can't get any brush pens to start with, don't forget you can always do faux calligraphy using any pen that you have, and you can do that with these sheets as well. So just taking any pen, you can just trace over these letters like so. You could even use, leave it like that, sorry, you know, you don't even have to thicken the letters. That looks really pretty just as it is. But all you need to do is you just need to thicken those downward strokes like so. So you can do this with any pen that you already have. The possibility is endless. You could leave it like that with the little gaps, or you can colour it in, which is what gives you the true kind of calligraphy style. And it's really easy. So I've tried to make this as accessible to everyone with a range of tools. So this, you can use a ballpoint pen, you can use a biro, gel pen, any kind of pen. You can still use these sheets. You don't have to specifically have the brush pens that I've shown. If you would like a video on faux calligraphy, I'm happy to do an entire video dedicated to that as well, because that's how I started off doing my lettering using this technique, and I think it's really, really good to practice that to get into the swing of the formation of the words and the letters. So if you decide to get the full bundle from my Etsy shop, you will get, as I said, all of these extra sheets so you can practice lots of different words and the letters themselves and build on the free sheets. But it's completely up to you. As I say, you can still get a lot of value from the free sheets as well. Finally, I wanted to show you how you can use these sheets with your iPad Pro and your Apple Pencil. Now, I absolutely love my iPad Pro and the Apple Pencil, and I will be more than happy to do a video all about the iPad Pro for lettering, the comparison of the two models, because I have the large and the small for completely different reasons. So if you would like to see an iPad Pro video or an iPad Pro lettering video, please let me know in the comments and I will work on that for my next video for you. But what I want to quickly show you is how you can use these sheets on your iPad to practice your lettering. You're going to need to go into Procreate. You're going to need to open a new practice page, A4. Then you need to take a screenshot of the relevant page that you want to use to practice. Press the little spanner, insert flat image, go to photos, and then go to your camera roll and select the screenshot, and it will just fit perfectly, and then it is ready to go. What I would recommend doing is creating a new layer so that if you make a mistake and you need to rub it out, you're not rubbing out the actual sheet, and you can just practice to your heart's content. And again, I'll do a little demonstration for you now how you can do that. So once you've imported the image into Procreate, like I just showed you, you need to select, obviously, a calligraphy brush. There's tons of these available for free online. Make sure you reduce the size so that it's in line with the font size that you're going to be tracing over. Create a new layer so that you're not destroying the practice sheet, and then pick whatever colour you want. I'm just going to use black just for now. Then what I'd recommend you do is you maybe zoom in a little bit if you're just starting, and then just literally trace over it using exactly the same technique that I just showed, pressing down on those downward strokes like so, and that's all you need to do. And you can just keep going, practicing over and over, and you will be amazed at how quickly your lettering improves. One thing that I do just want to explain is that I've noticed a lot of people, including myself when they first start, think to make the loops on the letters they just need to go like this, and that doesn't give this effect. What you need to do is you need to stop beforehand. So watch how I do this L. I go up and then I go out like so. So I like go up and then go out and bring it down. I don't just go like that. By doing that step, it really transforms the letter. Whereas if I just go like that, it's the same, but it doesn't have that beautiful curve to it. So when you are practicing on these sheets, bear that in mind. When you're going up, go out and then bring it down like so. And you're going to get a much nicer effect. So I think that's covered everything. Like I say, if you have any more requests, if you want more calligraphy videos, if you want to see more brush lettering videos, iPad lettering videos, I can also do a faux calligraphy video for your bullet journal, anything at all, I'm happy to do. Please drop me a comment below, let me know if this has been useful. The link to the free download will also be down below, as well as the link to my Etsy shop if you want to buy the full set of these. And yeah, I just hope this has been helpful and inspires you to do some calligraphy in your own bullet journal. So thanks so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you next week.